Lost and Found. The message is we can serve God wherever we are. Our memory verse this week is from Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. It says, "Serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul." Do you ever feel that adults think you're too young? Do you wish that they would let you do something really important? Could you do a good job on something important? If you said yes to any of these questions, today's story is for you. Jesus was excited. He was going to Jerusalem for his very first Passover. Every year, Mary and Joseph went to Jerusalem for the Passover, but Jesus had always stayed home. This was to be his first visit to Jerusalem since he was a baby. Jesus did not know it, but his parents were nervous about this trip. They remembered how King Herod wanted to kill him when he was a baby. It was fun to visit with his laughing cousins and friends. Everyone jamming the dusty road was in a festive mood. At times, Jesus walked among the women and children. Sometimes he walked at the rear with the men. Soon the group from Nazareth came closer to the city. Then everyone began to sing a very old, much-loved song. "I rejoiced with those who said to me, 'Let us go to the house of the Lord. Our feet are standing in your gates, O Jerusalem.'" When the dusty travelers saw the city, they gave a great shout of joy. Jesus strained his eyes for his first glimpse of the temple. Then he saw it, a mass of snowy white marble and gleaming gold. The family soon found a place to stay. Then Mary and Joseph took Jesus to the temple for the evening sacrifice service. Jesus grew quiet and thoughtful. For the first time, he saw the lamb on the altar. As he experienced the Passover, Jesus began to realize that the sacrifices pointed to him. He would someday serve as the Lamb of God, dying for the sins of the world. When the great festival was over, the crowds packed up and started home. The group from Nazareth spread out along the road. Mary walked and visited with the women up front. Joseph and the other men followed behind. The children ran back and forth between the two groups. That evening, when it was time to set up camp, Mary called to Joseph, "Have you seen Jesus?" Together they called and searched, but Jesus was nowhere to be found. The last place anyone remembered seeing him was in Jerusalem. It was already too dark to travel. There was nothing they could do except pray. Next morning, Joseph and Mary awoke before daylight streaked the sky. Quickly they turned back to Jerusalem to look for Jesus. All day they searched the city, marketplaces, and streets. When night fell, they still had not found Jesus. They remembered wicked King Herod. Was Jesus in danger? The next day they searched again. Finally, they went to the temple and searched among all the pillars and porches. At last they heard the sweet sound of Jesus' voice. Jesus had been busy thinking about how he was to serve as the Lamb of God. He had stayed at the temple trying to learn all he could. Joseph and Mary found him sitting at the feet of the teachers, listening and asking questions. The teachers were amazed by all he knew. "Son," Mary exclaimed as she ran up to him, "why have you done this to us? We have been terribly worried. We searched all over trying to find you." Jesus looked at his parents in surprise. "Why have you been looking for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" he asked. Jesus showed that he knew who his real Father was. He felt at ease in God's house. Jesus saw how concerned Mary and Joseph were. He loved them and he obediently returned to Nazareth with them. God wanted him to continue serving at home and in the carpenter shop for a few more years. Like Jesus, we can serve at home, school, and church. We can serve God wherever we are.